Chief Meteorologist Ginger Zee, who's in New York. And Ginger, we'll get to that powerful storm in a moment, but first the potential for life-threatening heat again on the West Coast. We want to start there because heat claims more lives typically than any other weather event. When will this new heat dome once again take hold?
Yeah, I'm glad that you mentioned that because it gets missed so often. It's not as flashy as some of the other natural phenomenon, but yes, heat will be a problem again. And here's where the heat dome really becomes problematic. It's not just, well, last time it was all-time records, which was just unbelievable. But this time, it's when you have heat not just during the day, but in the overnight, when you get no relief. And when a dome of high pressure comes over and sticks around for days on end, that causes something we call subsidence. It has sinking air. The molecules move quicker, and that means it's hotter. And so you end up seeing, look at this, Sacramento, the numbers, 111 on Saturday. Las Vegas will be up around 117. Remember, that's where they've always peaked. 117 is an all-time record in Vegas, so they're going to flirt with that for at least 3 days there. And then in Phoenix, staying above 110. It's when it is cumulative in the body, Lindsay, when we have the most problems with heat.
And Ginger, Elsa is now making its way up the East Coast, as we've talked about. Tornadoes are possible in some areas and heavy rain and wind. Time this all out for us.
I mean, we've been tracking Elsa for, what, 3 days now, and we're going to be doing it for another 24 hours. So let's go ahead and start with the most imminent threat, and that would be the tornadoes. Elsa has created a tornado in every state that it has touched already, at least one. And you can see right now Virginia would be next into Maryland and eventually Delaware. And that's in the next couple of hours. The tornado watch is in place there, but time it out with me here because I want you to see the wind gusts, which are significant, 20 to maybe 40 miles per hour or so. You can see at 5 a.m. Belmar. New York City will be gusting to 30 or so. But I think it's really going to be the rain. We just had these really heavy thunderstorms blow through here. At my house, my personal weather station, we had almost 3 inches in 3 hours. When you add all of the rain that's coming tomorrow, we're going to have big-time water problems on the roads. Providence to Boston, up to even Maine, will be dealing with it from the lunch hour through the evening commute, and then we finally will say goodbye to Elsa.
It does sound like some flooding might be problematic before Elsa's departure. Elsa is also an early season storm. We still have 2 months to go until peak Atlantic hurricane season. Just today, Colorado State University updated its hurricane forecast for the season, as you know. And let's just say that we may be in for a number of significant storms this season, it seems like.
Yeah, it's not what anyone wants to see, but it certainly makes a lot of scientific sense. So Colorado State University's Philip Klotzbach, it's a doctor of hurricanes, essentially. He's somebody you should follow on Twitter if you love hurricanes because he puts out amazing historical statistics. He and I spoke, and we talked about the numbers, which have all been upped a bit from where they started the season. Yes, we're a month in. They anticipate of named storms 20. Remember, we've already done 5, so that means 15 more named storms. Hurricanes, which Elsa was a hurricane, so we'll see 8 more from here. And then major hurricanes, we anticipate 4 through Colorado State's new predictions. And there are a few reasons why this is happening. Sea surface temperatures being one of them, especially in the western Atlantic. The lack of an El Nino, which is something that can kind of cut down with wind shear the tops. We're not going to have that. It looks very, very unlikely. And then on top of all of this, we just have the driving factors in place, right? And the steering factors. That's where people would love for us to be able to say, okay, so you know there's going to be a lot of them in the Atlantic Basin. Will there be a lot for Florida? That we're not there yet, but I think that looking at least the numbers and knowing that there's a lot of energy to be had out in the Atlantic gives us a little heads up to say, prepare yourself for this summer.
Right, a little bit of a reason for concern. Ginger Zee, thanks so much as always.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.